Hello, I'm Lane, and I'm here to talk a little bit about Cars 3. Okay, this is Cars 3, so I'm gonna try not to take too long about this. It's not, shit, where do I start with? Okay, let's just go ahead and start with how good the movie was. It was average. That's about it. It was an average movie. If you like the first one, you'll probably like this one too. If you like both of them, you'll probably like this one a good bit. If you didn't like the first two, you probably aren't going to like this one. It's all based on how you view the Cars series as a whole, is how well you like this one, I'd say. It was a pretty average movie. It wasn't great. It wasn't bad. That's about it. As far as specific things about the movie, it'll probably go a bit spoilery here, so if you don't want it spoiled for you, go ahead and click off now. Thanks. As far as some good things about the movie, Owen Wilson actually did a pretty good job of voice acting here. I know it's not something you'll really hear about him often, but Owen Wilson did a pretty good job. Nothing to say there beyond that. I can't remember who it is, but whoever played the car mechanic that worked with McQueen, she is pretty prevalent in the movie. She also did a great job, and everyone else that did, I didn't really notice anything bad about voice acting. That's usually the best you can say. They did a good job there. Animation was about par with the other Cars movies. Pretty good, not much bad to say. As far as actual problems with the movie, I have three that I can really point out, and then some other small stuff beyond that, but three that I can really point out. First one, as far as the ending of the film, they really set themselves up in a lose-lose situation. Just to really paint a picture here, they set up where either Lightning McQueen needed to win, or his mechanic turned racer friend would need to win. But they can't both win. They kind of shot themselves in the foot there, setting up where they both needed to get the win, but not both of them could. And to their credit, they end up giving us a situation where they could both kind of get a win, but neither both really get a win. Because Cruz didn't win the full race. She won in the end, but she only was in like a couple laps, right? And Lightning McQueen bowed out and let her win the race. And yeah, it was in his place, but he didn't win it. So either they proved that Lightning McQueen didn't have it anymore, or they proved that Cruz couldn't, compete with real racers. Either way, they kind of halfway did it. You could say it either way, but you could also say they didn't either way. Another problem is that most of the cast of the first two movies, for the most part, are barely in the movie. All the people from Radiator Springs, besides Luigi and Guido, are barely there at all. So if you really hated Mater by the second movie, that's a good thing for you. But if you like most of the surrounding cast, they're not really there. And then my third big problem with the movie, I'd say, would be that the guy they were painting as the villain, Lightning Jackson, I think his name was, Thunder Jackson, something like that. It's something electricity related. They painted him up to be a villain, but he really wasn't. He was genuinely nice to Lightning McQueen. And granted, he could get arrogant and cocky and would talk like how most modern athletes would to other athletes. The whole I'm the best around kind of thing. It was nothing Lightning McQueen hadn't done himself, and nothing I would expect beyond a competitive athlete to say. And yet, until the last moment of the movie, he was a genuinely good guy, just happened to be opposing Lightning McQueen. That's it. And yet, Lightning McQueen are all going like, oh yeah, he's a jerk. And it's just not founded anywhere. I mean, I get it, they're opposing him, but really, if anything, they're being the jerks. And there's not much else I can say about the movie. It's Cars 3. I wasn't expecting it too much going in. Trailer was pretty cheesy, but enjoyable. And that's kind of how it was. It was cheesy, but enjoyable. Wasn't great, wasn't bad. That's about it. So I guess I'll leave us there. Bye.